Let me tell you something really obvious. The best part of Nerf blasters is, quite frankly, the blasting part, firing foam projectiles at the unprepared enemy/sibling. But the best part of Nerf blasters also directly results in the thing I hate the most about this hobby: having to pick up Nerf ammo. And forgive me, I understand and appreciate that the ammo is reusable unlike some other hobbies out there, but when you have to pick up dozens or hundreds or maybe even thousands of foam off the ground, that really drains the fun. So imagine my curiosity when I started to see people make their own Nerf dart catchers, these giant nets that catch incoming projectiles and kind of collects them all in one space. That really caught my attention, and after that I set out to make my own Nerf dart catcher, and that brings us to this video. I'll be showing you something that acts as an amazing Nerf dart catcher as well as great Nerf gun storage for only $17. What's going on, everyone? My name is Legit Bread, and man oh man, it feels good to be saying that intro once again. I really apologize for the lack of videos recently. I started to get back into the groove of things, so hopefully you'll be seeing some more uploads on this channel quite soon. This video started off as a little project, but quickly transpired into something completely different, but in a very good way. So let's go on this learning journey together. Have you ever started a project with high hopes, and as it unraveled, it didn't turn out as good as you thought it would be? That's kind of what happened when I tried making my own Nerf dart catcher. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. That's why I still want to include a quick tutorial on how I made it. It's very easy to make, it's very quick to make, and it's very cheap or free to make, which is great. But after that, I'll be showing you an even better Nerf dart catcher, which is the main focus of this video.
This whole project started off with me grabbing a large cardboard box that I had lying around the house. Using a ruler and X-Acto knife, I cut out a large hole at the front, cutting less of the cardboard at the bottom of the box. There was a lot of trial and error to get to the final product. I first tried this method where I taped these laundry clips on the inner top of the box. The idea was to get them to clip onto a handkerchief, which would then act as a blanket to catch incoming Nerf ammo. So as you can see, that sucked. It wasn't good. The second thing I tried was zip tying binder clips on each corner of the box to better secure the handkerchief, but this was worse. I decided to switch out this handkerchief because the material was kind of slippery to this cotton one instead, which had a little more grip, and I pinned each of the sides to a binder clip inside the box to give it some more security. So as you can see, the dart catcher works much better now. I've even used it in a couple past videos. However, it's not perfect. The occasional dart or rival round does bounce off the handkerchief, but overall it's not bad considering it's something that was quick and completely free for me to make. If this is your kind of thing, go for it, make your own Nerf dart catcher. But in a second, I'll show you another dart catching solution that is incredible for its $17 price point.
Finally, it's time to introduce you guys to the VUKU wardrobe from Ikea. As you can tell, this is just a simple wardrobe meant to hold your bags, clothes, and all that other stuff. But when I first saw it in stores, I did not see it as a wardrobe. I saw it as a potential dart catcher, and that it is, and so much more. So when I bought the VUKU, it was roll packaged in a single bundle, and like most Ikea products, assembly was required. Overall, it's a pretty straightforward one-man job. There were a couple of frustrating points when I was trying to figure out how the hell the pieces went together, but it wasn't too bad, and I managed to put everything together at the end. As you can tell, this is a pretty sizable wardrobe, which makes it great as a Nerf dart catcher. And speaking of that, when I first put it all together, I put it to the test. I fired a bunch of different blasters with different ammo from different distances at this wardrobe, and it is really, really good. I would say pretty much perfection. Every piece of ammo that I fired hit the back of the wardrobe and landed inside at the bottom, exactly where you want the ammo to be. Unlike the dart catcher that I made with the cardboard box, a ton of ammo just kind of ricocheted and bounced off the handkerchief and onto the ground. So there you have it, a really awesome Nerf dart catcher for only $17. But that's not the end of the story. As you can tell, I use this wardrobe for other purposes. After I figured out this was an amazing dart catcher, I took a closer look at this bar going across and like, hey, this thing's meant to hold clothes. Why not Nerf guns? That should work, right? And it does, as you can tell. It's holding 4 full-size Nerf blasters right now. That's probably the maximum of what it can hold, but here we got a Nemesis, a Tri-Strike, a Regulator, a Twin Shock, all being held by a variety of clips and hooks. We got these S-shaped hooks, I'm not sure what they're called, and I'm using the same laundry clips that I tried using for the Nerf dart catcher. That method didn't work out, but this works really well. Very secure. These guns are heavy, but this has actually pretty decent structural support. I'm not worried about this thing tipping over anytime soon. And if we unzip this all the way, you can see that the bottom of the wardrobe also has Nerf Gun Storage uses as well. This is just an example thing that I quickly put together, but as you can see, I propped up some Nerf blasters. There's some at the bottom, some Nerf rival rounds and headshot ammo. So as you can tell, you can use this for a lot of different purposes. Propping up Nerf blasters is a little tricky, however, since there isn't much grip to this tarp-like bottom. So you can stack little guns, but things like Stampedes or Nemesis, they probably won't stay up.
Here we go. So this is another combination that I made. You can also use these red hooks. There's 2 of them, one on this side, one on the other side of the wardrobe. And you can also hang a Nerf blaster. Here I got a Desolator. We got some other smaller Nerf blasters. Deadpool Chronos, Alpha Trooper, Star Wars Ray Blaster. Here we got the big guns at the bottom. And I was kind of wrong. You can actually stack some of the larger guns, even though this tarp material is kind of slippery. You just got to be careful and balance everything perfectly. Got some Nerf Enforce weapons here, dart storage. Alrighty, so here's another combo I made. Got some old school blasters up here, Stampede, Dart Tag, Sharp Shot, and here I just tried fitting a bunch of Nerf blasters at the bottom of the wardrobe, and that was quite a success. When I have them stacked up neatly like this, it actually ensures that these big blasters up here won't tip over. And if I wanted to, I could take some more Nerf blasters and just stack them on top. This does not look pretty whatsoever, but this is just a great way to shove your whole arsenal, or at least a pretty good portion of your arsenal, in your wardrobe. You can zip this all up and you'll conceal all the clutter.
So if you're planning on buying the VUKU wardrobe, you're either going to be using it as a Nerf dart catcher or a Nerf gun storage room. You can't easily switch between those. For example, if I had all my Nerf guns in here and I wanted to use it as a dart catcher, I can no longer move this around easily because this whole thing weighs a lot now. And if I were to fire darts into here, they would just bounce off these blasters, and that totally defeats the purpose. So if you're using it as Nerf gun storage, great, you got a pretty easy way to store your Nerf guns, put away the clutter, make your room look a lot cleaner. But if you use it as a dart catcher, you can catch those darts so they fall in a collected area. Also, some other things to point out. Obviously, the dart catcher is not going to save you time on the Nerf War battlefield because darts and ammo are just going to be everywhere. But if you're indoors firing your blasters, at least you got this thing to catch your darts. They're going to be in one collected space. Sure, you still got to organize them into your different bins depending on which ammo's in there, but of course it saves you some time. Overall, I'm super happy with my purchase of the VUKU wardrobe. For $17, I feel like that's just such a great deal. I'm definitely going to be using it as a Nerf dart catcher, just for myself when I'm firing my Nerf blasters, and for future videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys found this video helpful or entertaining. If you want to check out my other videos, you can click that card up in the corner or click the videos on the screen. If you want to buy any Nerf blasters, I got a bunch of affiliate links down below in the description. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that already. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.